With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. As we take a peek at their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native and former Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Mariota. This is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. So not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 22 carries, 83 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time, doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tim Williams. Came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. Now the starters on the defensive side of the ball for the Ravens. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways that
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here comes Grant on the return. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot in the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. We're scoreless after 1.
Hey, number 8's coming.
Mariota now. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
2nd and 5. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. It's brought in by Harris. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run with Harris. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. You remember me? You remember me?
They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 10 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we have reached half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, I'm coming.
On first down, it's Evans. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Oh, yeah.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 33. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run again with Harris. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity miss there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk it. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Titans go. It's Mariota into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case...
Nope.
There's a tiebreaker that comes into play later.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I don't even know what the hell that
I don't
is.
think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape. He goes down.
I guess you could say leg.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because
how much does it cost?
Stand up to this week after week.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
$285.
How much a regular one cost?
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape when he goes down.
Well, when they get one for the PS5 that's coming out.
As they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
VR headset on?
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm playing Madden right now. I'm playing against we're just in theater mode, but it still even looks like
returnable for Grant.
Oh, that nigga decided to play anyway?
8 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he didn't want to tell the whole world his personal business, but
and barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play.
Yeah, I wouldn't have rushed him.
Yeah, I was like, man, we can actually, he said you probably have to do it tomorrow.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run.
My nigga is a fucking beast. Come on, Lamar. That's what I'm talking about.
Touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I don't know how he made that pass, but he made it. Don't be looking at me.
Make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the
linebacker.
Which side, making sure those shoulders get around.
Hey, if you look at me one more time, it's gonna be a problem.
Everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Tucker now to add the point after.
Trying to get Najee Harris right, man. I literally been running with him. I ain't had 100 yards with him, but I've had a I've had a very tough beginning of the season, and then I got Thomas next, and then I got the Jags next, which is the Patriots in the other league.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I gotta get the ball back.
This will be a touchback.
I need to get him some
over
over
the end line. And the Titans getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling.
From like other Maddens?
They try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week.
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out.
Look at tripping.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49.
Yeah, I'm about to take this because I had a hell of a playbook against with the 2019 Atlanta Falcons, man. Shoot.
Dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team.
Oh, okay.
Play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Now a first down carry for Harris. A gain of 3, second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
Oh, in that case.
First, they've got 2 more to use.
Trying to get it back with a damn star on it. Come on, Najee, I need you, baby. He running over people. I'll give him that.
They run again with Harris. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Damn.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
I was talking to Thomas, man. I told him we had our first confirmed case of coronavirus. So we had to shut the whole warehouse down. Let all the associates know. And, you know, before that even happened, man, I was telling a couple people, I was like, yo, man, if you think that don't nobody have that coronavirus in here. Oh, did he give him this damn shimmy, shake, shuffle? Oh, man, that went out of bounds. God almighty. If you think ain't nobody got that shit in here, you a damn fool. I mean, you think, you know, you think about it. First of all, we don't have, what do you call it? You know, testing is hard to find. Somebody, you know, to find where you can get a test to tell, you know, who whether you got it or not. That's number one. So, being that that's a problem, oh yeah, I'm going right for that post route.
Looking to throw.
My nigga, go get. Ah! Damn it! I hate fucking Kevin Byard ass. It's all good. I'd rather have Lamar have negative plays than any of my other dudes. But yeah, like if you think somebody don't have that shit, you's a damn fool. So you know, I'm keeping my distance from everybody. My mama can't get 6 feet close to me. And you know, I have to tell my people all the time, it's like, see, that's what I mean, man. You hanging out with that dude because you think that's your buddy, and he is your buddy. But at the same time, you don't know what his mama got, his wife got, his sister got, his cousin, or his kids. You know what I mean? He may got it, don't have no symptoms, but you all up in his face because that's your buddy. But at the same time, man, you up in his face, he got it, he done gave it to you. Y'all just need to stay, everybody needs to stay away from each other, man. Everybody needs to stay away. Oh, he dropped it? That's my nigga. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I need a safety, y'all, because I got to get Najee another 30 yards. And so we did that. And, of course, you know how people are. Oh, well, who's the one that got it? Who got it? I said, first of all, that's a HIPAA law. You can't put somebody's personal business out there. If you come out and say that you're diabetic, you know what I mean? Me as your boss, I can't tell anybody. But if you want to go tell them, that's your personal business. That's your personal business and your prerogative if you choose to do it. But if I go tell them, all hell break loose and we got some trouble. So we're not going to disclose that. But what I can tell you is the person that got it and anybody that we've seen or know has encountered that individual, we sent for testing. So when you look to your left and your right, just know that the person that we're talking about is not that individual. But I guarantee somebody else has it. So that's why I'm telling you, I'm encouraging you, stay the fuck away from your peer.
This is a pretty good kick.
But you know these niggas don't listen.
That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time.
She done said daddy 3 times, bro.
Before we hit triple zeros. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably.
Yeah, nigga, shit.
The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them, the starting quarterback
I heard it in the background.
For the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and
I will
said,
say this, man. I know Thomas got an extra one, but, bruh,
and we just play them all the way through.
look,
now,
that nigga had a stampede, huh?
We'll take them out, but for the most part,
That nigga, look, I'm telling you, so we got on the chat. That's what I'm talking about. 300 passing yards, 127 rushing. That's what I need. Take away the 3 turnovers, though. So we got on the chat. He's like, get on the chat. I was like, nigga, you know I don't talk and play no serious game on the chat. He's like, man, stop crying. Just get on the game. I said, nigga, I know what you're trying to do. But okay, I'll get on it. I ain't going to be too social. But, so we get on the chit-chat. Next you know, you hear that stampede coming. Everybody coming downstairs. I ain't know Danielle was with him, but she was with him. So, but she wasn't talking to Thomas, but she was talking to the girls. Next you know, they still playing. Daddy, who's this? Daddy, who you playing? Daddy, that. Oh, that's your uncle, your long lost Uncle Calvin. And I was like, hey, how y'all doing? And he's like, oh yeah. So I guess he gave him the mic. He gave him the mic to talk to me. He stopped talking.
He know what he's doing. When we played last time, he did the same thing. We played a couple days ago. He was like, get on the mic. I was like, hey man, you know, we never talked on the mic before in years. Not playing Madden, but that's his little strategy.
I tell you, that nigga worked it. So I get on there, and they start talking about the ice cream that they made. Next you know, I guess I think it was Harper that dang spilled the ice cream on him. Then I said, well, Harper, you need to go get a paper towel to go clean that up. I asked them if I could get some ice cream. They were like, hell no. I said, damn. Oh, selfish asses. And I think most of these guys in this, I think most of the players that you drafted in this draft, if they even just do anything remotely decent, they're going to get a superstar. You know they're going to automatically get a star. But I think if they produce subpar they're going to get a superstar. Right now I got Najee Harris break tackles at 94. His trucking is at 89. His speed is at 90. I just need him to get a little bit more speed, a little bit more acceleration. Well, his Excel is 93. I need him to get some more agility. His agility is 87. We got to build on that carrier. His carrier is only 82. He done fumbled like twice, and there's a couple people out here that definitely love that strip.
Okay, you good. So I can't see him or hear him, so they just be like rubbing my what you call it now? my arm. It feel weird, yo.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's like probably the first time I've ever heard them like call you in the background, but I did hear that first time. So, but after that, you know, she spilled the ice cream. All of a sudden, I'm like, yo, where'd Danielle go? Oh man, what'd he say? He said, tell me about it. She magically disappeared. Oh, I said, bro, that was a setup. And you all the way down in the basement? Oh yeah, she brought them down there with you. And the crazy thing about it was when they were playing, I could hear them playing upstairs, and I knew they were upstairs. But then all of a sudden, man, you heard them come downstairs. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, Daddy, are you winning? Daddy, are you winning? What's the name is the same way too. Johnny's son, little Johnny, is the same. Yeah, but you know what? He be in the game, so he not gonna like interrupt or nothing like that. But he damn sure be talking shit. He gonna get your son on there to tell you like, yo, Uncle Thomas, you some shit. I told Darren I was gonna play Call of Duty next, but shit, man, if y'all gonna play then Call of Duty is my mistress, man, but I love my wife.
Darren got to work tonight.
No. He don't work. He only work on night. Like I think he has a second job, and that work at night thing is like a side thing he do on the weekends or something.
He do it at home.
No. The work at night thing. That's he actually got to go there. The AT&T, that's from the house. So that, oh dang, let me get out of there.